Being the winner of a game show is exciting, but being the first winner of a game show is even more special. Reverend Peter Nevins took home the $1 million prize on the first season of 99 to Beat in the December 10th finale after defeating 99 other contestants by competing in various games. Hosted by Ken Jeong and Aaron Andrews, 99 to Beat is a new game show that originated in the UK, where 100 contestants compete against each other in random games. Someone is eliminated after each game, whether it is by themselves or in a group. As each person is eliminated, $10,000 is added to the prize pot until there are only 2 contestants left. Whoever wins the final game takes home the massive jackpot. Nevins went up against 5 other people in the finale and competed in 5 games: Confetti Sweep, 3D Puzzle, Alphabeti Golf, Pendulum, and Grand Finale before taking home $1 million. He went head-to-head against Leandra in the final game, where the win came down to mere seconds. Although he walked away with the grand prize, Nevins' biggest hope is that he represented himself and the priesthood well enough. It's been a real privilege. Having the priest's collar on can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and it can mean something good. Often it doesn't, and for understandable reasons. I think one of the things for me that's been cool is just, hopefully I've been able to represent the Christian priesthood in a way in which it should be able to be experienced, rather than some of the ways that, sadly, have been experienced over the centuries. And so that's been really cool. He said, "It was really cool not only to have the opportunity, but I think even on the game show, a lot of people could have been really distant from me if they wanted to, or they could have judged me as much as they might have thought I maybe would have been judging them, but they didn't. And I think whether it was contestants or production staff, the generosity and kindness of spirit were really cool. It was a privilege to be a part of it. My big hope, personally, is that the priest came across in the way that it should be expected," Nevins ended. The priest, who lives in England, talked to TV Insider about winning the game show, how hard it was to see people be eliminated, and how he kept his win a secret, even from the people closest to him, including his wife and 6 children. Check out the moment he won against Leandra below, and read on to see what else he had to say. Peter Nevins. It's a bit surreal because I've known the result for 6 months now, and I had to sign an NDA, so I've been holding that nice and tight. So I'm not really sure how to process it, if I'm honest, because it's not news to me, but it's going to be news to everyone else. It's crazy. Honestly, what happened was, I live here in England, and it is filmed here in England, in London. I live in Surrey, just south of London. Long story short, I'm a vicar and I live in a vicarage, which means that I live in this house because I'm the vicar of my parish. And then once I'm not a vicar here, I don't have a house. So my wife and I have been trying to get a mortgage to buy a house, buy property of some sort, so we have some place to live when I'm done. She happened to come across this ad. It's looking for American expats in the UK to be on this game show. She's like, "Peter, you should apply for this game show." I'm like, "What's the game show?" She's like, "I don't know, but you should apply for it." I was like, "I really don't have time for this. It'd be fun, but I'm probably not going to be cast." She's like, "Come on, we're trying to get a mortgage. Just do the application." I think she assumed it was some kind of quiz show. Maybe I'd be gone for a day or a couple days, do a trivia or something like that, and then it's done. I actually forgot all about it until 3 months later. I got a call from this number that came up as spam, so I didn't pick it up at first. It was the casting agency that left a message and told me they wanted to do an audition for the show. So I looked it up a little bit because there's a British version of it on ITV here in Britain. I was like, let's go. These are crazy games. I've been in youth ministry since 1999, and then I was in youth ministry as a kid. I've been training my whole life for this. Basically, it was a solid, weird phone call from America. I ignored it, and then I got this text on WhatsApp from the casting agency. "We'd like to talk to you about this." I thought it was a phishing scam or something, but then I remembered that I auditioned. So I texted back, "Just give me a bit more detail about what you're talking about." They gave me the details, then I had a phone call with someone from the casting, and they're like, "Let's just do a Zoom interview." An hour later, I'm in a Zoom interview with another casting agent, and he says, "Hey, you're quite interesting. I'll push it forward. But I'm not the only guy doing this, and I can't promise you anything, but I'll put you forward." It is quite ambiguous. I remember thinking, am I being cast? Can I get a bit more information? And then it was almost 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks later, I'm up in North London on Sunday filming the show. It was crazy. I watched the British version, and there are a few other competitors who did too. That was useful because there were a few games that were the same. There are a lot of games that weren't, but it gave me a sense of what the competition was going to be like. Kevin McAllister, after he got eliminated, gave me his ping pong ball that he brought with him so he could practice with the hairdryer in his hotel room. So I did practice that a little bit. Not much. Not that it helped because I was pretty abysmal at that one.